Okay, guys, welcome back. This is Famous Forex Academy, and we are back again with this amazing strategy. Today we are doing a spike catching strategy. We are not doing a scalping strategy because I've had lots of messages, people saying I should do catching spike strategy that has been long. I did that. Yes, actually it's been long. I did a spike catching strategy because I love scalping more. Okay, I love scalping more, and I always have new strategies for scalping. But since you guys want me to drop a spike catching strategy, I decided to test this for some time and to make sure that it's working perfectly fine before I now bring it to you guys here, so you guys can use it too on your own trades and and make yourself some money. So today I'm going to show you this amazing spike catching strategy. It's really working. It's so reliable. Okay, and it's less risky because I'm going to tell you how you can manage your risks by not losing too much. Because actually, like I always say, if I want to be honest with you, no strategy it's 100% sure. Okay, it's not 100%. No strategy. Don't allow anybody to lie to you that a strategy is 100%. It's not. Okay, but the fact is, if it's a good strategy, it will always work out. Let me just maybe 80% of the time, but that time it won't come out well. Okay, so if yeah, maybe in between this time that is not actually working, there's still a way you can manage the risk, so don't have to lose much. So guys, quickly, before we go into the strategy, I would like you to subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed before. Like the video, share the video, and don't also forget to turn on your notification so you can always get new video whenever I post a new video. So guys, and also I would like to tell you guys that I manage accounts. Okay, if you've been losing so much money and you need someone to manage your accounts for you, I manage accounts. And I also have a VIP group where I drop signals, okay, profitable signals every day, because and a lot of people don't have the time to trade for themselves. Maybe they need someone to manage accounts for them while they are doing some other business. Here you can work with me and I'll make you some good profits every day. And also we have a mentorship class. If you want to learn forex and turn into a professional trader, you can talk to me and we can work together. So guys, quickly let's run into the video and let me show you how this strategy works, because it's amazing. It works perfectly fine. So first of all, before we start, I'd like to share with you guys the settings for this strategy. Okay, it's a spike catching strategy. It works on crash 1000 and on crash 1000, boom 1000, crash 500, and boom 500. Okay, so the settings here will be, we are using the community channel index and the moving average. Okay, and this is on indicator window 1. So all you need to do is you click on community channel index when you go into your indicator settings, and the parameters here, it's period 14, apply the typical price, style is 2 pixel. I'm using a green color. You can use any color of your choice. And you see the levels here. Levels here are minus 100 and 100. And after that, you click on done. The second indicator will be the moving average, which has a period of 10, shift 0, method simple, apply to close, style is 4 pixel, and I'm using red color. After that, you click on done, then you go back, and this is how your charts will look like. And don't forget that the zoom level for this strategy will be the third zoom level. After you might have zoom in your chart completely, you zoom out 1, 2. Okay, the second zoom level, that's the zoom level we are using for this strategy. So now after you might have finished doing this, okay, the next thing you want to know, it's when you should actually wait for the spikes to come so you can actually catch them. So you have to you have to be patient, because in forex it's always very important for you to be patient, because if you're not patient you make some early trades that might not come out well and you turn up to lose money. So you have to be patient, wait for the right time and wait for the conditions to be in place before you can actually make your trade. Okay, so this is a spike catching strategy, and if you want to catch spikes like on crash, you have to be selling. Okay, you have to be selling to catch spikes on crash, you have to be buying to catch spikes on boom. And I'm doing this analysis on crash 1000. That means we have to be selling. Like I always say, no matter how good a strategy is, if you are not working with the trend, you will actually end up losing money. Because for example, if you're trying to sell and the price, it's not like the trend, it's not favoring you, like you want to sell, the trend has to be a downtrend, because if it's actually an uptrend and you're trying to sell, you might end up losing money, because the trend, you're not trading against the trend. You always have to trade with the trend. You want to sell, make sure the market is a downtrend. You want to buy, make sure the market is an uptrend. Okay, so that's the first thing you have to do. Go to your higher time frame, like the 1 hour time frame, and analyze the trend. You have to make sure that the trend is a downtrend before you can think of selling. And after you might have seen that and you're sure that the market is on a downtrend, you now come back to a 1 minute time frame where you look for the selling opportunity. So now the first thing you look out for, it's when you see the green and red indicator here on your indicator window 1, the red and the green indicator you're seeing here, when you see them crossing each other, okay, in between let me just say on 1100 here, okay, it has to be on 1100 here. Once you find this green and red indicator crossing each other on level 100 here, okay, you open your position and you sell. Okay, and when you sell, for you to be on a safer side, like I said, because no strategy is 100%. Okay, there are times it might not work, but if it's a good strategy, like I said, it will always come out 90% of the time. So now, if you're unlucky to be in one of those times that the strategy is not working, this is how you can control your losses so that you don't have to lose much. So once you find this red indicator and a green one crossing each other at level 100 and you open your position and you sell, what you do is, if you actually wait for 5 minutes, that's 5 candlesticks. Okay, if you wait for 5 minutes, that is 5 candlesticks, and you don't have a spike, you close the trade. Okay, you close the trade. At that point, you don't have to lose much. Actually, it depends on your lot size, but like I always advise, don't always use so much lot size, especially if your account is very small. If you're using a small account, your equity is not big enough, and you're trying to use big lot size so you can make millions in seconds, it's not advisable. Okay, always risk little according to your equity. So now what you do is, when once you see these things happening, okay, but once you see your red and green, as you can see from my pointer here, once you find this happening, let me use something else. Okay, this is it. Look at the arrow here. Once you find this green and red indicator, okay, crossing each other, okay, at the level 100 here, okay, level 100 here, what you do is you open your position and you start selling. This is it. You open your position and you start selling. Okay, so at this point, after opening your position and you start selling, and you realize that you've stayed for 5 minutes, which is actually 5 candlesticks, and there is no spike happening, you close your trade and you wait for these conditions to actually happen again, then you try again. But I can guarantee you that if you try this strategy for like maybe 20 times, I'm very sure that at maybe 17 to 18 times you're trying, you will actually be winning, because this strategy works perfectly fine. It's a very powerful and reliable strategy. So if it doesn't gives you a spike, okay, that might be two times out of 20 times you tried. So out of 20 times you tried, 18 times will actually give you a spike. So in case you try and the spike doesn't come, when once you find that it's 5 candlesticks, that's 5 minutes, you've stayed in the market for 5 minutes after opening your positions and start selling, and you have no spike, you close your trade. Okay, let me explain this once again. So after you might have finished installing your indicators, okay, and you actually wait for this condition to be met, which is when you find the red and green indicator here crossing each other at level 100. Okay, that's the first sign that you are about to sell. So when once this happens, you find the red and green indicator here crossing each other here, you open your position. Okay, you open your positions and you start selling. Remember, this is crash. You have to sell to cash spikes. If you are in boom, you buy to cash spikes. So when once you find this red and green indicator crossing each other at level 100 here, you open your position here and you sell. And when you sell, if you don't have a spike in 5 minutes, that's after 5 candlesticks, there's no spike, you close your trade so you don't have to lose much. Like I said, I guarantee that if you try this 20 times, 17 out of 20 times you will always catch spikes. As you can see, that the red and green indicator was here above the level 100, crossing each other up here. You see that there was a spike. Okay, there was a spike here, and even if you want to back test this to here, you see that when this happened, there was a spike here. Let's see, go back. You see all these points that there's no spike. You can see that the indicators didn't actually cross each other at level 100. So once we find the indicators crossing each other at level 100, you see that there was a spike. As you can see here, it crosses each other at level 100, and there was a spike here. Okay, but at this point here, it didn't cross each other at level 100. Okay, but we still had a spike, but at this point it's not advisable because you're not actually sure. Okay, so it's actually not advisable for you to sell when you don't find the two indicators crossing each other. Okay, so if you still back test, like here, you will see that after the two indicators crosses each other here at level 100, there was a spike here. So guys, this strategy is very reliable. It's a strategy that will never fail you. Like I said, if you can be patient enough to try this maybe up to 20 times in a day, 18 or 17 times will always give you a spike. So the other 3 times that doesn't give you a spike, for you not to lose so much, you just wait. If you have like 5 candlesticks, that's 5 minutes, you stay for the market for 5 minutes after opening your positions and sell, and you don't have a spike, just close your trade so you don't have to lose much. Then wait for this condition to be in place again. Okay, you just have to wait, because these things might happen. If you have all the time in the world to sit down and say, okay, I want to trade this strategy today, these things might happen even more than 20 or 30 times in a day. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to find it 20 times, you can sell at that 20 times, and I guarantee you that 18 of the times you will win, okay, with this strategy. But the few times that the spike might not come, so that you won't lose so much money, just don't like stay longer than 5 minutes. When once you stay for like 5 minutes and there's no spike, you close the trade. Okay, close the trade after 5 minutes. That's 5 candlesticks. If there's no spike after you start selling, after 5 minutes, close the trade. Okay guys, it's reliable, guys. It's amazing. It's one of the strategy that it's been long I dropped a spike strategy like this. Just that people have been disturbing and saying it's been long I did this, so I had to come up with one of the best strategies for you guys, so you guys can use and make money on your trade. So guys, it's very reliable, and it's simple. It's not easy to use. It's just two indicators, and all you just have to do is wait to find these two indicators, the red and the green one, crossing each other at level 100. The moment that happens, you sell, and when you sell, you find yourself a spike. But if you stay for 5 minutes and there is no spike, close the trade. So guys, as you can see, this strategy is a bomb. Like I always say, you can always practice with your demo accounts. If you're not really comfortable, okay, you can always practice with your demo accounts, and after you might have seen that it's working perfectly fine and you are sure, okay, you have the confidence that this strategy is really working, you can now move to your real account, use the strategy, trade, and make money for yourself. So guys, this will be where we take our video to close. Okay, so all you just have to do is do everything I said here correctly. Don't make any mistake, because a mistake can cost you your money. Make sure the settings are the same here. Okay, don't try to change anything. Make sure everything I did is the same. Okay, and when you do that, I promise you are going to make money with this strategy. So guys, thanks for watching the video. But before we go, please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to the channel, share the video, like the video, and also leave some sweet comments, guys. Thanks guys for watching this video. See you some other time. Bye.